Aviation events, EAA AirVenture, came to a close this afternoon, and with that, some preliminary attendance numbers were released. At this point, organizers say they tied a record with people from 93 different countries on hand for the event. As well, attendance is on par or expected to be better than last year based on those preliminary numbers. As we previously reported, thousands of volunteers helped out with setting up the event months ahead of schedule. EAA CEO Jack Pelton says overall, it was a very busy weekend to be on the grounds.
We had nearly 3,300 show planes, more than 1,400 vintage aircraft. We had over 1,000 home builts. We had 380 warbirds, which is up 3% over last year. 194 ultralights, 65 seaplanes, and 52 aerobatic aircraft.